Welcome to my Express HTML CSS tutorial. In this tutorial I would like to teach you how to design a website according to the latest web design standards and modern trends. In this tutorial we will focus on HTML and CSS altogether, as it is crucial to understand how these languages work, how they work together, and more importantly, how to separate them. Let's get to our overview of the tutorial. The first lesson will be about what is HTML, XHTML and CSS. As you have probably searched those terms already on the internet, in the Google or wherever you search the terms or whatever the search engine you use, you should have come across these terms. In the first lesson I will explain what the acronyms mean and what is the purpose of each single language. How is this course different is the name of the second lesson. In the lesson I will explain why I created this course and why I think that there is a still need to develop a new method how to present this kind of knowledge to the newcomers who want to design websites. In the third lesson I will explain modern terms HTML5 and CSS3, which goes for a newest version, and there are some new elements introduced in the language markup. There are new tags you can use and new orders to give to the web browser in order to display the website the way you want it. Nevertheless, this course focuses on HTML4 and CSS 2.1. Actually, many web browsers already support HTML5 and CSS3, but there are still some exceptions, and actually the major exception is the web browser Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer has some difficulties with displaying the new attributes and elements the HTML5 and CSS3 allow you to do. So that's why this course is focused on HTML 4.01 and CSS 2.1. In the fourth lesson I will discuss tools for a coder, as it is good to develop some habits when you write the code. As you will soon realize, there are elements called tags. That's basic markup of the language, and those tags ought to be or must be inside the brackets. And if you have a proper tool, for example like a useful editor, that editor will actually highlight the tags in a different color, so it separates itself from the rest of the content on your web page in your code. That's one example, and of course we will focus on more tools which are useful and valuable for every developer. Then in lesson 5 we will discuss some of the rules and the web design standards. I will talk about the rules you should follow, the rules you have to follow in order to have a website which is valid according to the web standards. This is useful from many points of view, and I will discuss those in that lesson. Number 6, first code and basics. This is actually where we will begin to write some code, and I will be explaining some of the simple elements right from the start. You will see some code even before this lesson, but in lesson 6 this is where you for the first time will create some content actually. In number 7, modern website structures. In this lesson, I would like to introduce general knowledge and theory behind the web design structure, on how to create, how to structure a website, like headers and the content sections and the columns with menus and some other content, whatever content may be, footers and all kind of different structures, some conventional, unconventional, etc. In number 8, the lesson is called Layouts in Detail. As it is with modern website structures, I will introduce a topic called layout of a website. As I said, some header, content section and a column section, like how your website looks, how it is organized, where is your menu placed, is it horizontal, is it vertical, how wide is the column for your content. All these questions are answered in the layouts, and in layouts in detail I will discuss popular layouts web designers use today, and of course I will show you some examples. In number 9, we will go for a specific markup in HTML. We will focus on headings and paragraphs. As it is, headings and paragraphs create most of the font, most of the text content on your website. We will talk about how to put a different heading into your code, different size of a heading, meaning also a different importance of a heading, how to style the heading and how to style the paragraphs and everything what's connected with it. In number 10, we will talk about lists and hyperlinks. This is actually what creates a website. Most of the time it is very common to create all of your menus via lists, and hyperlinks are hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are the internet. Links are what connects all the web pages, may it be just your web pages on your website or websites across together. All of it is connected, and all of it is connected via hyperlinks. So we will talk about those, how to put them into your website, and how to, of course, style them, how to make them appear the way you wish via CSS coding. In lesson number 11, we will talk about images and media. As you may imagine, up to the lesson 10, you will only have like some basic colors and text, but with introducing lesson number 11, we will introduce images, and I will tell you how to insert images into your website, and again how to display them in a way you really want to. And with the help of CSS, you will see that you can do really whatever you want. And of course, in addition, I will also introduce how to implement media and other media into your website, such as video files, for example. In number 12, the lesson is called meta information. Meta information are so-called meta tags, which hold important information about the website, such as author, keywords, and a short description. This is some basic stuff for search engine optimization on the internet. After that, after those 12 lessons, I'm pretty confident that you will be able to create a basic website. You will be able to use images, you will be able to structure your content, you will be able to make a slight optimization for the search engines, and I will give you some more useful tips during this course, so you will have the general know-how on how to proceed with your website and how to make yourself a little bit more visible on the internet. Then in the number 13, in the lesson What Next, I will introduce to you some references, some websites where you can find the useful information, and I will tell you on how to proceed, how to continue with your work, with your knowledge, what I'm telling you now, and how to exploit it in the future. So I hope you will enjoy my course, and I will see you in lesson 1.